Howdy, my name is Rick Goodell. I wrote this poem, and I wrote it on the occasion of having been asked by the wife of a dear friend to send an email to him on a particular Monday during the coming year, the year in which he was going to turn 40. Now, she didn't just write to me, she wrote to 51 other friends as well, I reckon. So I tried to figure out how am I going to send him something when he's already getting a bunch of other emails and what's different. And then it occurred to me, oh yeah, you fancy yourself a poet. Maybe you could write him a poem. So that's what I did, and I call this poem Trailin' Friendships. Rocking on my porch one day, appreciating the setting sun, mind a wandering old happy trails, traipsing through a life on the run. I trailed off to recollecting fine horses I'd ridden and good spreads I'd worked on and some friendly dogs who'd done my bidding. That trail turned out to be more than a simple day's ride. I come back in following weeks while digging deeper I tried. It sent me along various forks, and I chose some well, but some not. That persistence I ain't short on. It's pretty much what I got. Smoke rising through a thicket, I come upon a burning glow, and round it sat wise-looking old men who invited me in for a cup of joe. Having sat quiet and listened while those old cowboys shared and grunted, I began slowly shaking my head, hearing what I'd long hunted. Now, I suppose I could go on and on documenting the wisdom of these sages, but you'd likely run out of listening. Dang sure run out of pages. I left next morning at first light. And here's the thing I took from that camp. Life ain't about the size of my barn, but the brilliance of my lamp. Yes, sir, the times in my life when my heart's been most swole was always with great friends who filled me, spirit and soul. I ain't afraid to share my feelings, and sometimes that shies folks away. But for those of you who stuck around, I've something particular to say. Now, I reckon I could be wrong about this. There are, of course, things I don't yet know. But right here in this moment, here's what I believe to be so. Relationships are what really matter. That's where life comes to shine. If you've been blessed by one good friend or two, friend, you've been touched by the divine. In fact, I decided confidently, if a man can up and name his 6 pallbearers in mere seconds, he scored well in life's game. And then it came to me, like a comfort fire at day's end. I've been blessed by so many more who choose to call me friend. You all know who you are, but if you're just not sure, study on the times we've shared, the laughter and the heartburn we endure. And I admit when I think fair and square that someone has paid the price, because I got so many pallbearers, I reckon I'm going to have to die twice. Thank you.